Money ain't someone out game. They say all money, good money, but if you a dummy and spent, a fool and his money shall soon be parted. If you hang around 9 broke niggas, you bound to be the 10. Niggas handing out their cash cause they too weak hearted.
What up, y'all? I'm back at it. Today I got another video, which is basically gonna show you how to print and cut using the HP Latex 115 and then transferring it over to the Titan 3 vinyl cutter. And I'm starting off here in Vinylmaster, as you can see up here, and I already got my design. I got an input here. I'm doing something for a diesel. So I got the layout here, and basically what I want to do now is I'm going to select them both, and I'm going to go to the contour cut wizard. I usually like to move these marks up a little bit. These marks are going to be printed out on when I use the printer, so I'm going to have to send this over to the printer, so I like to move them up and away a little bit. And that's about good right there, because basically what I need to do here is tell my printer I need these marks. So once I print it out, then I'll bring it back over here into Vinylmaster, and then I can do my cuts. So I'm gonna go ahead and have it build my cut lines for me. As you see here, that's basically what I want. I want it to trace it. Looks good. I want it to trace everything out just that way. And yeah, I don't really want that haircut. I just need it to cut around. Usually that's typically what it should do. There we go. I don't always use Vinylmaster. I'm kind of new with that. Well, not really new, but just not used to it. Okay, but still, I see in here, basically I need this all cut out, and it's not showing me that. So let me see what we can do with a rebuild. When I keep holes, yeah, it's got that. I think I may be fine with these being cut. It really wouldn't hurt, because I'm not gonna have to remove them or nothing, so I should be fine on that. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply that. So if I go ahead and I accept it, then what I need to do now is save it as a PDF file. That way the RIP software, I'm using a Flexiprint, that's what came with the printer. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna save that as a PDF, and I just need to name it real quick. Alright, go ahead, I got that saved, and what it'll do is just pop that up. That's really nothing. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna transfer over to Flexiprint, and we're gonna get this printed out for you. So let's see here, Flexi. I just did some printing today, so let me get rid of that. And then I want to come in here and I want to add the job, and I want to look for what I just made the PDF of. Now by clicking on this here, come over to here, and I want to move it into the center of my page. About right there is pretty good. So now you can see here it's got my marks that I need. So all I really have to do now is just send it over to the printer. It'll be printing out. So I'll be right back with you. I'll show you what it's doing while it's printing, and then I'll take it back over to the cutter and I'll show you how it works out. Alright, so here I am at the printer. It's gearing up to get the design done for me. I'm printing this out on the HP Prime Air GP gloss paper, which is just basically like a car wrap adhesive vinyl. And this is what I've been using lately for all my stickers and decals and whatnot. As you can see, it's printing out.
all of my registration marks. And with this setup, well, basically I went the cheap way out, you know, or the save money route. I mean, this printer and the Titan, they do the same exact job as this printer and the HP cutter that they want to sell you. Only difference is, you know, about $4,000 worth of difference. That's the difference. So for me, you know, I find that this setup is working great. I've been doing a bunch of different projects on it, and then once I get back, I may have to show you a little bit more on the screen so you know in depth how to use this combination of printer and cutter, because it's not the same. Basically, the only difference is you have to go back and forth between programs. Like I just did, I started off in Vinylmaster, and then I opened up my file in the RIP software, which is the Flexiprint, and what that does is this step is getting me printing here. So then when I get ready to cut, I'm gonna have to go back into Vinylmaster where it'll already be set up and ready for me to cut. It just needed these registration marks to follow. And that's the only difference, because you know, people would rather spend and say, oh, I want the HP cutter because it's an HP printer and it's going to work better if it's both HP, which is not the case. You know, they basically do the same exact thing, print and cut, and you can save you a whole bunch of money if you opt out and don't go with the HP cutter. This was the best route for me. I mean, for all of you out there that's looking to get into large format printing and large format cutting, I mean, I'm not an expert on every big printer out there and whatnot, but I did do a lot of research, and if you're trying to get a setup similar to this, this was the best budget friendly approach to you know, having large format prints and large format cutting. Because with the eco solvents, oh man, it's just overhead like crazy. The inks are ridiculously high. Then plus the maintenance, you wouldn't be able to change your print heads out by yourself. And then plus you got to call somebody on your initial setup. You got to have them come out and you got to pay them to set up an eco solvent printer. You know, with this one, all I needed was some muscle to help me to get it set up on my stand and whatnot. And, you know, that was pretty much like the hardest part. But anything after that, it's been like cakewalk, you know. It do what it's supposed to do as long as I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Okay, so it's basically getting done now. As you can see, it's coming out here, and what it does is it goes through a little heater. The heater that's on the bottom, I don't know if you can see up in there, but that heater makes this print able to be grabbed as soon as it's done. You know, that's another plus for the latex printing versus the eco solvent. The eco solvents have heaters on them too, but they're not ready to be grabbed and then transferred over to a cutter and everything right away. In some cases you may have to wait 24 hours. And like with this particular job I'm doing right now, I mean, these people, they kind of basically hit me up and they need signs as quick as I can get them out. You know, I've done several different signs for him. He's got several diesels and he got buddies that got diesels. So he'll hit me up and it's like, hey, all right, hey, you got that? Can I get one by today, possibly tomorrow? And I'm like, well, yeah, You know, I don't have the issue of waiting around, you know, like I would with an eco solvent. And plus, you don't have to deal with all of the smells and whatnot. This one will emit some smells, but these are all friendly smells. It's not harmful to you, and it's barely any smell at all. But it's nothing compared to what an eco solvent would be. And if you're looking to get into the large format printing, like I said, check it out, man. HP Latex 115. It's been working wonders for me. It opened up a whole lot of new doors, and here I am like 2 months later, a little over 2 months, and I'm still running off of the same ink. I haven't had to purchase any more ink, so the ink lasts pretty long. You know, that was one of the drawbacks for some people, because the 315 has bigger cartridges than the Latex 115. I believe the 315 has like 720 milliliter cartridges, and then mine are like a 420, as you can see here. But they've been lasting. I mean, I guess it's just based on how many passes. Some people are doing more passes than others, meaning they'll have, when you're actually printing, it'll go over and lay thicker coats over, if that's what you chose to do. Okay, so we're getting finished up here. I'll show you how this actually has a little cutter in there too, if I haven't already showed. I don't believe I did it on the last video, or if I did, I just don't remember doing it. But we'll come over here to this screen, and when it adjusts, you can see there how it's got the little scissors. See the little scissors? Basically, that's all you got to do is come over here and hit that. Boom, hit my scissors, and now you'll see it come over. Boom, make the cut, and there's my sheet. And I'll meet you over here at the cutter. Alright, so here I am at the cutter, and as you can see, it says speed and force. I got my force at 75, which is good. That's where I want it. And then I'll come up here to this button up here, the speed, and I want to change that. And 408, that's usually where I use it. I mean, you can put it on, you can try different speeds, but that works good for me. And then this on, off, online button basically is online or offline. So you go ahead and hit this, and then as you see, it says 00. Okay, now when you come down here on this side, I have my laser turned on, and I need to get that laser over here to this line right here. So what we'll do is line it up. About right there, and then I need to bring it up some. And about right there. Okay, so what that does, well, you come back up here to the top, and then you got to hit enter, and what that does is it lines that laser up so it can read all of my barcodes that I have going across in order to do the contour cuts. So now that I got that set up, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch back to the screen so that you guys can see the full process of the print and cut using the HP Latex 115 and the Titan 3 53-inch cutter. Be right back.
Okay, I'm back here in Vinylmaster, and as you can see, it'll basically leave off, you know, where I left it. You know, it's got Everything lined up. It's got my cut lines around all of my lettering and my design up here, and still got the barcode marks. So now all we got to do is come over here and hit add cut job. Just click yes. And then as you can see, this red dot, that was basically the laser that I was showing you that we had to line up in front of this, and that's where it wants you to line it up. See, it says place laser where red dot is to begin. So now we'll just hit start, and it's going through the process of reading all of the barcodes. And you see now it's picking it up. It knows what it's about to cut. It's going down. It's going through everything right now. And that's pretty much it right there. I mean, they make it seem like it's going to be so difficult for you to print and cut and things just because you don't have the HP cutter along with the HP Latex. Man, if there's a will, there's a way. We always gonna get around it. So, you know, it just takes a little bit of thinking, and it's not very many videos out there on the Latex 115, and there's not really many videos out there on the Titan cutter either. They, you know, I've looked around and I've seen some, but they're not really doing contour cuts. Most people are just cutting vinyl, you know what I mean? Like just a regular decal or whatnot. But with contour cuts, it's a whole nother story. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button, drop a comment. Next time you come back, bring somebody with you. You know how we do. We're moving up in the world a little bit. We had 100 subscribers. I mean, thanks to everybody out there for showing love. You know, I'm going to keep on doing the best videos I can, putting out some good information, and, you know, y'all just give me your feedback and let me know, you know, if you got any questions. Like I said, feel free to ask, and I'll get back and with an answer as soon as I can. You know, I'm pretty busy, but I'll do the best I can. And you guys remember, be independent, be individual, be you. I'm out.
Give you $10, but I give you 2 on the strip. Enough to get you off my back, but not to do much with. Nah, get out and get your own, nigga. Thought you was grown. Now you running around talking about a pocket full of stones. Hit the streets with high hopes and this shit went wrong. Thought you should be ballin', but you ain't Jim Jones. And you like to talk about how you handle your business, but all you do is talk, nigga, still ain't did shit. Get off your ass and get up off the block. Go and get yourself some game, man, and keep it in stock. Until then, everything you do is gon' flop. Cause the game don't wait and the game don't stop. The money ain't shit without game. So get what you can get whenever you forget. The money ain't shit without game.